Hey besties. If the TV's too loud, let me know. I didn't feel like getting up to turn it off. It's just YouTube actually on the TV. And for some reason it started doing all the videos in Spanish instead of English, which is pretty funny. It's this guy who bought an entire island somewhere in Europe, and there's nothing on the island. It's just forest. And so he's like cutting down trees to turn it into firewood, and like he's building a house and all this stuff. It's pretty cool. He said that the Hi Faith. He said that it's like what was I gonna say? He said that the cost was less than a car to buy the island. Oh, it's totally fine. I have been going live super late. This is kind of early compared to other lives. And this one's the weekend, so I know more people will be able to join, which is nice. Yesterday I was in a chatty mood. Today I'm not really in a chatty mood, but let's see what happens. How have you been? What's up with you? I'm writing a question sticker right now. And this one's gonna say, what does it mean to truly be free? Oh wow, Moses sent me 100, like a gift. That's so sweet. Thank you. Wow. It hasn't even been 5 minutes. I've been all right, girly. Hi, Chona. Hi, Riley. Hi, Angel. Hi, Laura. So what do you guys think? What do y'all think? What does it mean to be free? Hello. Hi, Kia. Hi, Mo. Do I sell content? Like UGC content to brands to help them engage more customers. Hi, Damari. Okay, so Naruto says that they believe that being free means to be able to have your own life choices. Okay. You want to elaborate on that more, like what that really means? The Spanish in the background, is it too loud, you guys? I see someone's asking. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Laura. Hi, Crimson. Hi, Maggie. Jalee says you're so pretty. Thank you. Someone sent me a floating heart. Hi, Tyrek. Thank you for sending the heart. I have 6 gifts already. You guys are so sweet. You're going back home? Hi, Ryan. Marcus says that he thinks that freedom is being financially free. Do you want to elaborate on what you mean by that? Lock-in says that it means to not have anyone tell you to do anything and nobody to boss you around. All of these are really good. I think all of these are true so far. Thanks for sharing. Hola. Noki Fire. Will you explain what your comment is? I'm not really sure what you were saying. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Flo. Flo just sent a gift too. Wow, you guys are sending so many gifts. Who's going to send the first super chat? Somebody send a super chat. Ruby says your hair is so cute. Thank you so much. This side was in a little bun, but it fell and I just left it. Am I a cosplayer? No. Hi, Gracie Joy. What kind of challenge are you trying to do? So Jalise says that they believe that true freedom is being true to yourself. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. Yes. I think that one, believe all of them so far have been true. But just to elaborate on what Jalise says, what this essentially means is every day you wake up and you're yourself. And sometimes it's you have to take some time to figure out who you are because you're so used to conforming to other people's expectations instead of just doing what you're called to do and show up the way you're called to show up. Anyway, when you start wearing, speaking, and moving and doing things because that's what God wants you to do, not because so and so expects you to do it or told you to do it or whoever or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you don't do things because, oh, well, everybody does it or they expect me to do it or whatever. Like being yourself unapologetically without being concerned about other people thinking, oh, they are weird or why are they different from everyone is really true freedom for real, for real. Um, you sent a makeup brush? That's funny. Thank you. Skyland says, you're so pretty. Thank you. Marcus said that being truly free is like doing what you want and not worrying about anything. You guys know the Bible says not to worry ever. It says to cast your cares on God because he cares for you. And then if you keep on reading, he talks about do the birds of the air not have to worry about what they're going to eat? If he can take care of them, surely he'll take care of us, is like what the verse is. It's in Matthew. Might be like Matthew 6 or Matthew 7. Faith says she thinks to truly be free means to be set apart from others and be free in Jesus Christ, meaning being truly free in our faith. Yeah. I think faith, the way you explained it is what I said, but you got more theological with it. But yeah, essentially doing what Christ expects you to do and setting yourself apart, which means that I was talking about this with someone earlier today, actually. I was reminding her that if you feel like you're like a group of people, like, oh, we all dress the same or think the same or act the same, then you need to reevaluate your life. Because each one of us are created very uniquely and beautifully. So, what makes us so incredible is how different we are from everyone else. We're called to be set apart. So, it's actually good to be unique or like weird. Um, and the good people recognize people that are different and they see the beauty in that. And the wrong people, the people you don't want to hang around anyway, are the ones that want you to conform and be like everybody else and not be the unique, beautiful person you're called to be. Think about everything of value in the world. Like diamonds are valuable because, they're rare. Like anything that's rare or like different or peculiar is more valuable. So realize that that's the same for people too. Aubrey, what are you talking about, girl? Thank you for all the hair comments, you guys. Noki, what are you talking about? Hi, Christian. Hi, Denisha. Hi, Marcus. Thanks for sending the heart. Hi, Daryl. Daryl says pretty smile. Thank you. Noki says that they think it means doing something you couldn't do in the past. I see how that could apply. Daryl added a like. Has everybody hit the like button, you guys? Smash the like button. Oh my gosh. You love my shirt. Thank you. It's a sweater set. It has matching pants. Denisha's having 30 people over for Thanksgiving. Wow. Brooklyn is trying to throw shade at me. She said that she said she thinks she's Japanese. That's so funny. Thanks for the compliment. You guys know that I got invited to go to a Japanese restaurant invited me to go have brunch there yesterday and served me tons of Japanese food, and it was so good. I went back again today and they were like, "Welcome back." So, hey, don't hate, just appreciate. Okay. Someone says that they think being free is freeing your spirit and finding your inner peace, not letting outside sources affect the way you think, rather, it be all these like sinful things. Yeah. So, true freedom, I get your point. This is also another thing. True freedom is like not having your joy in life. People say happiness, but it's really, you guys are saying you want to say joy. Not having your joy dependent on what external things are happening or not happening. People like, I don't drink alcohol, for example, and people always kind of act like interesting, and like I don't do like any bad stuff. And they'll be like, "Well, then what's your vice?" I don't know if you guys know what that means. They'll be like, "Everyone has to have a vice." People say that and they get offended because I don't have a vice. And I'm just like, don't you realize that that's a sign of spiritual weakness? If somebody is abusing something that's sinful and bad for their mind, body, and spirit to like temporarily numb some sort of emotion or like tribulation that they're going through in life, it's like, no, like someone with spiritual maturity and real strength that knows like how to do spiritual warfare is not going to drink or mess around with people or like eat a bunch of bad food or whatever. Rather, they're gonna like take it to God and cast the care on Him and believe, have faith that He cares for you, and like encourage themselves in the Lord and remind themselves of everything they're grateful for, all the provision that God's done for them in their life, and like pour into themselves, hang around people that pour into them as well. It's something inside of you. Like, you have full control on whether you have joy or not. It's inside of you, it's not outside of you, which I get is very complex, and a lot of people don't get that. But I love that I have a subscriber here that understands that, and you shared that with everyone. Thank you. Natty says that she wished she was free because of her cousin. What does that mean? Hi, Edzer. Hi, Jordan. Thank you. I got this hat in Paris during the Olympics last summer. It says Paris on it. Well, you guys probably can't tell. See? Paris. All right. So Gracie Joy says freedom is about your own freedom. Free is about your own freedom. Don't let no one get up to you. If you truly sell, what? If you want to act silly, then act silly. If someone laughs at you, ignore it. You could be whoever you want to be. I get that. Thanks for sharing, girl. Be yourself unapologetically. Faith says being free can also mean that we have no fear and know that all things are possible through God. Exactly. That's true freedom. Cause I used to get upset. I mean, I still like will get upset for like a little bit of time versus like a super long amount of time whenever people would like treat me badly or say something that's not nice or do something that's not nice. And then I was reminded in the Bible, it says a lot of things, but I'm going to remind you guys of two things. One thing is it says take up no offense. And it's like, why does it say that? Like, don't get offended. It's because getting offended is like, I don't know if you guys have ever grown anything, but it's like contaminating your soil. So let's say you sowed a seed of like, something that you have asked God for in your life. It could be anything that you have prayed and asked God for. So you've sowed the seed, okay? Sown the seed. Now, do it, sinning in general, but also taking up an offense contaminates the soil that the seed went in. And I don't know if you guys know about gardening, but if you contaminate the soil where the plant is supposed to grow, it might not grow because it's contaminated, or might take way longer, or the seed could get destroyed. You don't want to contaminate your soil. Your soil is supposed to be rich and full of all the good things that promotes good healthy growth. That's why people fertilize and stuff and water and make sure there's sun and everything. So anyway, take up no offense. And then two, what was the thing I was talking about? I don't even know, but I'm sure it'll come up again. That was one of them. Egg wants to know what's my greatest challenge in life and how am I overcoming it? Uh, I don't know if I have like a greatest, but last night we had a long conversation in the live stream about whether we think true friendship still exists. And most of us, including me and most of everyone in the live, don't think it exists. So I would say that's pretty big. But if you want to hear more on what I think about that, you can go watch that live from yesterday. ¿Dónde eres tú? Muy bien, ¿y tú? You know that means where are you? In America. Um, Rochester Jones says, I like your smile. Thank you. Faith says, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Thanks, Faith. Lucas. Be kind, Lucas. I think you guys are trying to be funny, but I've said this before in a live, and I'll say it again. Not to scare you, I'm just being straight up. God does not play about me. So you guys do not want to throw any negative energy my way or shade or anything, because he does not play about me. That was the second point I was going to say, that the Bible says that the vengeance belongs to God. So if somebody does something that's wrong to you, best believe God's going to take care of it. But it does say in the Bible that he'll only take care of it if you don't try to take care of it yourself. If you try to get somebody back for doing you wrong, then you've basically voided the God coming in and taking care of it. And if you read the Bible, he takes care of it pretty intensely. There's some scriptures about people begging him, like, oh, it wasn't that bad, please don't. And it's like, nah, he doesn't play. I know for a fact he doesn't play. So anybody who has a problem or wants to be mean to me might want to think twice. Why you keep on asking me a mod? I don't even know who you are. Hi, Joseph Hawthorne. Why would I go to Denny's? That's so funny. You're welcome for the shout out. I don't know what that is. Hi, Edzer. I'm from America, you guys. Jesus loves you too. Nicole's in Africa. Cute. Joshua says that him and his girlfriend just broke up and he doesn't know what to do. Why did you guys break up? And if you don't know what to do, then I think it's probably good that you broke up. So it sounds like you just need to get over it. And by getting over it, I don't mean like go get another girlfriend. I mean like perhaps reflect on what you could have done better and move forward, press towards the mark. And make sure that you're living a life as a man of God. And if you don't know what that means, start studying. All right, you guys, I'll block some people. I don't like being bothered with this kind of stuff, but Jean says you're so gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, wow. Ace says that they believe that being truly free is to leave the flesh and become one with the glorious. What does that mean? You mean with God? Like, you think that once you're in heaven, that's when you're truly free? Hi, Courtney S. Hi, Meadow. Welcome back. Hello, Leona. Hi. Hi, Luke. I'm scrolling through all the comments. Carlos says to be free means to live your life and have all your fun, what makes you happy in your heart. I disagree with that. Carlos is the first person to write a comment about this that I didn't agree with. Does anybody understand why I don't agree with Carlos's comment? I'll let somebody else explain why that could be problematic. You're gonna go to another stream because you just want to be a mod? You live to be a mod or something? Luke, you're leaving? So Mr. Buyer says, they said that to be truly free is to realize the major illusions in people's minds and in the world. When they realize they are illusion, they are no longer bound to them and therefore get to be what they want. There's more. So are you speaking to kind of like social constructs and like there's a lot of things that people hate about life and they only do it every day because they decided, like society decided to, like enough people decided to go along with it. Like I think that's honestly one of the most interesting things ever. Like nobody wants to go to work all day, but people don't realize that they don't have to go to work all day. If enough people just were like, I'm not going to do that, I don't want to live like that anymore, then the whole 9 to 5 thing would just go away because nobody would be doing it. But even now, even like people can choose to either like go get that type of job. Like the kind of people who work jobs and they hate their life, they hate their job. It's like, you don't have to work there. Go do something else. Or people that hate where they live, it's like, go move somewhere else. Or people that say, oh man, they always wanted to go to Paris, but they just haven't been. And it's like, just go to Paris. Like, Bruh. Yeah, I understand what you mean by this. It's a lot of fears that people have allowed the devil to give a foothold or get a foothold on their mind through fear, and then they don't end up doing anything that actually sparks joy. Why are people so weird today? Is it because it's Saturday? There's like so many random weird messages. Hi, Violet. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Neil from Texas. Hi, Chris. Hi, Lily. Hello, you guys. Hi, Jackson. Jackson says life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. That's funny. How are you? I'm all right. Violet says you're beautiful. Thank you. There's so many upset people in the chat, like people that I don't even know just saying mean stuff. They're probably going to every stream and just copy and pasting the same thing, trying to like dim people's light. Good luck. I don't even believe in luck. I was being facetious, so I shouldn't have said that. Corn says that when you're being yourself, that's what it means to be truly free. I agree. Someone else said that earlier. Hi, my coin, is that how you say it? Carventure says, do you like Panda Express or Chipotle better? Neither one. But if I had to choose, Panda. Stray Kids is alright. Nicholas says to be or not to be. That is the question. Hi, Christy. Nicholas says, what it means to truly be free is to do whatever you want and be you. Yeah, basically. Christy wants to know if I have a dog. Yes, he's sleeping right next to me, my little baby bear. He's in all of my videos on my channel if you guys want to go check him out. I guess we'll have like a short commercial break right now. My name is Jessi. You're watching My Life as Jessi O. I travel around the world celebrating creativity and find the light in others by sharing like their stories and experiences with like different creative experiences, and hopes to inspire you guys to pursue your creative dreams and know that all things are possible with God, and to spark joy, just have fun. So yeah, and yeah, that's generally it. I do live streams every day at the moment this week. I post YouTube shorts every day, and I've been doing vlogs. So if you like vlogs, live streams, or YouTube shorts, all of that's on my channel. If you want to see me with my pup in Paris or in France in general and Europe in general, I have a bunch of vlogs about that. And you want to see us in America, I've got a bunch of vlogs of us doing stuff there too. If you want to see fashion shows, art parties, art events, Coachella, all of it's on there. I've got a bunch of videos and playlists, so you could just hop onto a playlist. Someone says that they believe people deserve kindness. I don't know if they deserve it, but kindness is good. Hi, Lena. Wow. Who said this? People be saying the craziest stuff, you guys. Like, what? I'm like, literally, like, what in the world? Anyway, so funny. Oh, wow. Anyway, so yeah, if any of that stuff sounds cool to you guys, then make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next live, and you also can see the other content that I post. Caleb McKee says that they believe that being truly free means to have a good life with Jesus and God and to do whatever you want in life as long as you go to school Love Jesus and God bless you. I agree with all of that except for the going to school. Why'd you include going to school in there? Jesus didn't even go to school according to the Bible. It doesn't say he went. But everything else I agree with. Hi, Luli. Have a good day, Eric. Hi, Trex. Hi, Johnny. Damien sent me a heart. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Damien, to go with the hearts on my top. Hi, Preppy Queen. Hi, Stevie. Stevie says, hi, you're so pretty. Thank you. Why are people... Yes, the Lord is our refuge. Janaya. Jackson. Oh my gosh, I'm just not getting to the comments that you guys were making when I was talking about the people trying to troll me. Yeah, Jackson, for sure. You think I'm kidding? He doesn't play. Can you guys stop making like inappropriate comments? It's just not the place. Like, it's just not the place. It's not the place. All right. Quinn says to be truly free means having the inner peace and ability to live authentically and make choices that are true to one's self rather than being controlled by external pressures or internal desires. Did you Google that? That one's pretty good. Thanks for sharing. Living authentically. Ayana says to be truly free means to be bound by the chains, to not be bound. I was like, what? To not be bound by the chains of one's mind and, or limits. Yeah. So that taps into what we were talking about earlier, where I was saying that, like, it's ultimately about not being afraid, like not being fearful and trusting that all things are possible. That's truly freedom. Thanks for sharing, girly. Phoebe says, hey, boo, you're so pretty. Thank you, bestie. I definitely said don't get a new girlfriend. I did say that. Hi, Eli. Shin, you're new here? Welcome to the live. You guys are making it through the comments. You don't have to comment 8 times because I'm scrolling through the comments. I am scrolling, my loves. You guys comment the same thing so many times. Hazel and Ruby, are you still here? Shout out to Hazel and Ruby. Thanks for subscribing, loves. Hola, Alfredo. Scott, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Siyam is when you do not do anything. What does that mean? Please expand on that. All right. Hi, Ultra. Hi, Penny. Hi, Dimitri. Hi, Meow. Or Violet. Okay, Meow is actually Violet. Ultra's a new subscriber. Welcome to the fam, bestie. So glad you're here. Who else is a new subscriber? All right. CH says, God cares about you, girl. Jesus is always there to patiently listen to you. Thank you. Terrell says, Jesus loves you. Thank you. You too. Y'all are funny. Forza trying to change the topic. They said, do you think looks matter in guys? What is that supposed to mean? Do looks matter? Yeah, looks matter for everybody because God gave us eyes to see. Think about that one. So Nohia said that being truly free is peace of mind, being able to recognize the opinions of others only affect them and not you, understanding that you are the observer of your thoughts. Yeah, that's a really important one that I didn't always understand, is you have to understand that when other people are being unkind to you, it's not necessarily about something that you did to them, and it's more so about them being spiritually immature. And like it's going to be their problem because they're not walking in kindness towards you, they're not walking in righteousness, so they're contaminating their own soil. And as long as you don't get offended by it or try to get back at them, they can't contaminate your soil. They can tempt you into it by trying to make you take up an offense and stuff, or vengeance or whatever. But as long as you can exercise self-control, which is a fruit of the spirit, they can't take it, you guys. Hello. Someone's name is Heavenly. They said they're a fan. Nice to meet you too. Hi, Henson. Hi, April. Welcome back. MA, you're funny. Joy on the Journey says that they're a big fan and that I'm so pretty, and please say hi to Emery. Hi, Emery. That's such a sweet comment. Thank you. I hope you feel encouraged and that you have fun watching the channel, because we have like deep talks on my vlogs and my live streams, which is fun, but we also do a lot of fun dancing and skits and silly stuff too. David says, love your cheekbones. Thank you. My Native American heritage coming through. Damien said another floating heart. Wow. No, I don't want to hear a sad song. Someone's asking me if I'm hydrated. Thanks. I had coconut water. You guys, I see your chat. There's just like a lot of chats and I'm reading all of them. So I'll get to it when I get to it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Andy says, how do you handle trolls? I do not take offense. I delete their comment if they keep on like going crazy or it's like something really crass. And sometimes I remind them that vengeance belongs to the Lord, and I just leave it at that. And ever since I announced that, they have stopped actually. So Emery says that being truly free is living with God in your heart and being kind. That's a good one. Thanks for sharing that one. Quinn, I could literally tell that you copied and pasted your response from Google. I was like, this is literally a copy paste. Because it was like, it explained it well, but it left out God. So I was like, this is just a secular answer to the question. Hi, Mason. Welcome to the chat. Lisa wants to tell a joke. Let's see if she did. If she already told it, I'm gonna get to it.
Acabé clavando solo un clavo en esta punta porque básicamente está justo en esta grieta y cuando intentaba atornillar iba a partir la madera y no quiero hacer eso.
Da 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 da. CK says, "Hi, I love your hair." Or they're actually a cheerleader. Oh wow, that's fun. Thank you for complimenting my hair. Are you gonna get pink? We can be besties. Cody says, "You're beautiful." Thank you. Aaron, you need to be more positive about your own life because words have power. So if you want to transform your life, you need to stop saying things that create the life that you don't want and start saying things that create the life that you do want so that it can transform. Vivit says, "I love your hair and shirt." Thank you. So nice. So nice. Quinn says that he appreciated that he met new friends today and skateboarded with them. That's cool. I met a lot of new people today too, but I'm not sure that any of them are friends. I wonder if any of them are watching this live stream because I told them that I live stream. Let's see. Kalia says, "I really like your hair." Thanks, bestie. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Hi, Sammy. Quinn's a chef. Rohan says hi. Today is Oliver's birthday. Oliver, are you still in the live stream? Let me know. And put what time you left the comments. I know if you're still here when I see it. You saw a dark gray golden doodle? That's cute. I feel like I saw one like that too, but it was like black and gray, like party color. It was really cute. I took a video. I could probably post it on my dog's channel. Night shift asked me how do I handle breaking up. Um, Usually if you're breaking up with someone, you tend to go down this road of like being super sad about it because it's like losing someone because they're not part of your life anymore or not the same way and you don't understand like why it's happening or whatever. But I think the best way to go over a breakup is be thankful that it ended when it did and it didn't go any longer because they were not the right person for you. So whatever. Now you have more time to spend with God, your real friends. So you know, like I would just redirect your time and energy and like to your in your passions, things that you love doing, your gifts, and spending time in the Word, and you won't like you're gonna realize that that's way more fun than dealing with someone that you're in a relationship with that wasn't actually that great, obviously, because you broke up. You know what I'm saying? Sora says, "You're so pretty, girl," with a bunch of blue hearts. Thank you. Jack says hi. Hi, Jack. Box says hi. Hello. What are you talking about, your teacher? Alara says, "You're so pretty, period." Thank you. That's so sweet. Subscribe, bestie. I like your energy. All right. Someone said that the first beautiful black they've seen. That's hilarious. And then Quinn responded, "This is Jess. She vlogs her life and she's reading every chat." When did you guys write that? Was that a long time ago?
encontrará un tren hasta la estación más
So
cercana y luego
funny.
probablemente irá
Jeanette
a comer.
Davis
Pero
says
mi
you're
objetivo
pretty.
principal de este viaje es terminar lo que hemos
Hi,
empezado a hacer.
Jeanette. Thank you. Subscribe, bestie. We want you to be a part of the
Como la
crew.
ducha, la bomba de agua y la
I'm
sauna.
not helping you clean your house.
El
Mm-mm.
objetivo es terminar esos tres. ¿Y cómo puedo
Ashley
estar aquí
says
un
that
poco
being
más
truly
si
free
ya
is
tengo
being free
tiempo?
from stress and
Debo de
anxiety.
intentar preparar algo de leña y esas cosas
Agreed.
para
That's part of it
fuerte.
for
Sé
sure.
que lo suficiente
And she
porque
says she
tengo algunos
subscribed,
árboles
but
muertos
please
y
can she get a
podamos
shout
comer
out?
relativamente pronto.
Bestie Ashley, I hope you stayed. I hope you're here listening to your shout out. You guys, don't leave the live. Do not leave the live. Once you get here, you gotta stay so you don't miss your stuff.
Bueno, sí, creo que debería estar bien. Pero básicamente solo queda poner el queso y luego
I'm skipping some of these on purpose.
y luego la bomba de agua.
Hi,
Tengo algunas
Zarek.
herramientas más
Hi,
y otras cosas
Alistair.
para intentar sellar todo bien porque creo que ese era el problema, que salía y no generaba presión y también salía agua.
Hello, besties. Somebody typed a bunch of flags. I think they might be India, maybe. All right, I made it to the end, you guys. So now I'm seeing all the chats for real, for real. Your favorite blonde says, "You're beautiful," with 3 exclamation points. So cool. All right, Oliver, the birthday person, are you still here? Quinn says that their life purpose has always been to help people help themselves get healthy and fit while at the same time save the animals, save the planet, and save humanity itself. So that's interesting. Why do you feel like the onus is on you to save humanity? Because that's why Jesus went to the cross. He already saved us. And Revelation says that the earth will end in fire. So, without getting too much into that, but helping others, that's great. I think helping others is a great thing to focus on, having a healthy lifestyle and everything. But the other stuff, don't get wrapped in that. It's mostly like, yeah, it's smoke and mirrors, but there's a lot of clarity in the Bible, so you don't get caught up in the smoke and mirrors. John is here from the UK, from England. Welcome. Subscribe. I have let this person hang out for a long time. So long, farewell, Avidos, and goodbye. Pink Lemonade says hi. Ooh, Pink Lemonade's good, you guys. Are you talking to me? What is your name? The person who said, "Did you keep your word?" What is your name and what are you talking about? There's 45 gifts. Y'all be sending the gifts today. Coming in hot. 34 likes though. I know that there's been probably at least 1,000 views. Yesterday's live, there was over 1,000 views. Only besties, let's get that up. Let's get it up. If you haven't liked yet, just screen like this. Go boop, boop. And you should see like a big thumbs up. If you don't see that, then go to like the corner up here and press the little dots and press the thumbs up. It might look different now. How do you guys like the live? Can you explain it, the people who know how to do it? Okay, one person liked. Let's keep going, y'all. Everybody blow up the like button. Quinn moved to a new place. Wow, moving is crazy. Kamar sent me a gift, the thumbs up balloon. Thank you. Thanks, you guys. Ave says, "God bless you, man. Jesus made you in his perfect, peaceful, beautiful image. Wherever you are, wherever God is, please know that." Thanks for sharing that. Leah says that being truly free is being able to vote as a Black woman. That is a big one for her, to be honest. I don't agree with that one, but I understand that that is what you think it means. So, okay. Okay, okay.
Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Madre mía.
Um, Terrell says
Escuché
hi.
como la cámara no se cayó al agua. De
Terrell
alguna manera
says
fui
that
yo
being
pegada
truly
al final.
free is
Eso
doing what you
estuvo muy
want
bien.
and
Dios
reading the
mío. Mira,
Bible.
por eso necesitamos ayuda
Yeah.
aquí.
And will
Ya
you just,
llegó por aquí.
Terrell, will you
Tengo que
explain to
volver a
us
la
what you
iglesia.
mean by do what
Vale,
you
estoy
want?
aquí.
Will you elaborate
Tengo
on
todo
that
en las
for a
piernas.
little bit? Because I
Sigue
think
en pie y
you
funcionando
meant
bien.
something deeper than that, but I'm going to let you
También nuestra
explain
pequeña
instead of
estructura de tu
um,
sigue funcionando bien.
um,
Así que ahora voy a
assuming.
bajar a la bomba de agua. Y tengo estas cosas que se supone que debo poner en
I
el
know,
centro
but what
para
do you
ayudar
mean
con
do what
esto.
you
Y
want?
luego tengo un poco más de cinta para intentar que
Like,
quede
should
todo
people just be
hermético y
going
el
around
agua no
doing
empiece
whatever
a
they feel like
filtrarse por
doing?
todas partes? Voy a intentar quitar todo esto. Voy a intentar
Okay, he
hacerlo como
says that
debe
he
ser.
means that it means trusting in God and following your own dreams. Yeah, so what I was gonna say is I'm assuming what you mean because you said and read the Bible is like doing what God calls you to do, understanding like what gifts he's given you and
Espero que
anointings that
esté
you
todo
have
sellado y sí.
and
Voy a
doing
dejarlo
what
reposar
he has
ahora
called you to
durante el
do in
resto de la
life,
noche y luego
which
mañana
what
espero que
you
esté
want to
todo
do
bien.
should
Voy a
line up with
intentar
what
usar
God
mis
calls you
dedos.
to do,
Y
but it
luego,
doesn't
durante el resto
always.
de la noche, voy a
Sometimes the
repetir.
flesh
Es
has
esta tarde un poco
desires
tarde,
that
así que
aren't the
probablemente no
same
haga
as what
mucho
God
ruido,
would have you
pero tal
do.
vez
So
intente
that's why
limpiar
it's
bien. No
important
quiero
to
que el mundo llegue
understand
por
that
aquí.
true freedom
Así
is
que
not just
vayamos
like
a la
going
cabina
around
de la
literally
ducha
doing
y veamos
anything
qué
you feel like
podemos hacer
doing.
con esto.
It should be doing whatever aligns with what God's will is as well, if that makes sense.
Acabo de darme cuenta de que probablemente no sea
For the
bueno si
glory.
pongo el techo de esta manera porque atrapará
How are
todo ese agua y
you?
dejar que se deslice hacia abajo. Podría ponerlo al revés. No puede ser tan malo, ¿verdad? Realmente no lo quiero así. No quiero tener que ajustar todo el techo para esta cosa. Creo que solo voy a
Rainbow, you want to
colorear.
trade
Espero que pase por
places?
aquí. Debería ser lo más sencillo.
You want to
Voy a
swap
intentarlo ahora.
houses?
Eso fue
Do you
no
have a
pude
house or an
encontrar las brocas
apartment?
por ningún lado. Creo que tardé más de una hora en encontrarlas, pero finalmente lo hice. Las dejé en la carpa Soap.
Why
Lo
are
haremos
people like
mañana.
this? I really
Intentaremos
don't.
instalarlo todo. Pero sí, todavía está en pie. Pero, Dios mío, olvidé que las dejé ahí. Pensé que habían desaparecido de...
Okay. I don't know who that is, Jackson. What? You have a house in Hawaii for a flat in New York.
Lo dejaré así por ahora y mañana
Why do you
creo
want
que
to be
puedo
in New
clavar
York?
eso y
It's
luego
cold.
sacar el clavo. Quizás, sí. Creo que si lo dejamos así vamos a estar bien. Conozco el techo. Es una pena que esté así. Debería
50
haberlo pintado
gifts.
antes.
What? Coming in hot. Really? A lot of people try all the time. I actually haven't been yet. It seems like you have to drive everywhere. Is there anywhere in Hawaii you can go and like walk to get whatever you need? Yeah, Patricia, we're talking about what is it like to truly be free? Like, what do you think that means to you?
Ahora hay
Truly
una
be
tubería de agua.
free. Let us know and I'll read it. I don't even know what you're talking about. On the main island, they have places like that? Okay. Quinn, have you been to Hawaii? Okay,
Vale,
so Rambo
tengo una
says
bañera de
being
30
free is when
metros.
you stop caring what people
Espero
think
que
of
sea lo
you.
suficientemente grande.
Yes.
La
We
última
talked
vez
about that
que
at the
medí,
beginning of the
parece que me
stream.
faltaban entre 5 y
Yep.
10 metros. Así que creo que
Not
podría
trying to
llegar
please
hasta aquí.
everyone, not caring if some people don't like you, and realizing that some people will not like you, and that's okay. That means that you're doing something right.
Ahora voy a quitarla.
You're setting
Espero que
yourself
llegue hasta la
apart.
bomba. Vale, la manguera ha
Perfect
llegado hasta aquí.
answer. Thank
Ahora
you.
solo tengo que ponerla aquí.
Oh man.
Esta es la configuración. Creo que estará lista para probarla y usarla mañana. Con suerte. Voy a dejar que se seque todo
Someone sent
esto
me a
y no
high
se puede
five.
quitarme
Thank you
ahora
for the
mismo.
high
Así que
five.
espero que funcione. La probaremos y
This
creo
is
que ya
so
tengo todo
funny.
cableado o conectado.
What's the present? It's like
Probablemente eso sea todo lo
expiring.
que voy
What
a
is the
hacer hoy.
present? There's like a
Ahora,
gift
lo
thing and
último
then
que me
it's like
queda por
going
completar
away.
es quemar la
You sent me
estufa de la
10
sauna.
100s? What?
Todavía la tengo en el patio.
That's so
Así que
cool.
espero que la madera esté lo
Thank
suficientemente
you.
seca y pueda intentar hacer un
What is the
pequeño
thing
fuego
timing
allí.
out at the bottom of my
Agua para
screen
poder
though?
ponerla en
Am I
la
supposed to
sauna y
click it?
quemar
I
la
was
sauna
touching it, but it
porque
didn't do
eso va a estar
anything.
bien. Primero,
All right, you guys. Someone's Mike
espero poder
Ferguson just
hacer
sent
que
a
esto se
pumpkin
queme.
too. Wow. It's like a super chat.
Parece que ahora
But
se
at the
está
bottom,
quemando.
like whenever I
Sí,
try to click it, it doesn't do anything.
voy a
It
comer
just like
algo y a
is
irme a la
looks
cama.
like the time is
Esta noche es
expiring.
absolutamente hermosa.
Someone
Así
sent
que
me
probablemente me quede hasta
310
mañana.
gifts.
Tampoco hay bichos ahora mismo.
Wow, you
Está bien.
guys.
Muy bien.
I've
Acabo de
made it.
despertar. Es un buen día. De hecho, caminé un poco por la isla. Estaba dando un paseo porque estaba muy lindo afuera.
You guys, I'm
Encontré
getting
algunas
hungry.
setas.
It's super late.
Hola,
I might go
Diana
get
se
an
va a poner muy contenta
empanada.
por esto. Le encantan las setas.
Would you guys go
Eso
get
está
an
bien. Hola,
empanada right
probablemente
now, or
comeremos
what would
algo un
you
poco
have?
más
I'm
tarde
not getting
porque, como
pizza.
dije, mi hermana, mi madre y el novio de mi
I don't
hermana
actually
están en
want to go
México
get
ahora
any
mismo.
food,
Así que, bueno, voy a ir a remar y
but
recoger
I
un
also don't
monedero.
want to be
Y luego,
hungry.
bueno, veamos. No sé,
You know?
probablemente no haga mucho mientras estén aquí. Solo les mostraré
Buenas
algunas cosas.
noches.
Luego, con suerte, podré terminar la ducha. Y luego llevaré a este tipo a la sauna. Y sí, deberíamos estar bastante listos para comenzar
Bom
a
dia.
terminar con estos proyectos.
Bom dia
Todavía
or
tengo que
bom
poner el
dia,
techo. Hice
depending on
algunas
if you're in
cosas y creo que
Brazil
mañana
or
debería poder
Portugal
comenzar a buscar leña,
/ Africa.
lo cual será bueno y necesario.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to go to bed hungry. That is not a good
Muy
look.
bien.
But
Todo
also
se
going
puede.
out in the
Tenemos un
cold to
montón de
get
hongos,
some
lo
food
cual está bien.
does not sound
Así que
great.
ahora, bueno,
Hi,
intentaré hacer que
babes.
la ducha funcione.
Oh,
Debería
Oliver
haber
heard
tenido
me say
tiempo
go out
suficiente
and he
para
looked
seguir
up
todas
like
las
he want
cosas
to
que
go.
hicimos ayer y espero que funcione.
Do I have to
Probablemente
take
la
out the little
desenchufe
honey
o cuelgue la
bear?
manguera de la ducha
Diana
para
got
que
fine.
no estoy
Ooh,
seguro
he
de
want to
cómo va,
go. He was like,
pero sí, veamos si podemos
okay.
hacer que funcione.
Maria says being truly free is doing whatever you want. I agree with that if that is whatever God wants you to do, you know.
Sería genial.
Baby, we'll go.
Vale, espero que ahora
We'll
funcione.
go. You want some more food too? I'll get you your food too.
Me acabo de dar cuenta de que estaba mirando la
Good.
ducha para
Oh, we over
prepararla
here
y
talking. We
necesita
woke him
mirar.
up with a good
Necesita unas
time. He's
pilas
like,
del
oop,
tipo.
oop.
Y entonces supongo que hay alguna forma de que sepa que si cierro
So
la
I'm gonna
ducha
have to
ya
end
no
this live,
necesita
you
bombear agua.
guys.
Y supongo que si, ya
Empanada.
sabes, tuerzo esto o algo así, debería ser
Can we
igual que
get
si el
to
agua se
40
detiene.
likes? We just need 6 more.
Así que tengo curiosidad por ver
Can
si
the
esto
people
se
who haven't
detiene o
liked
si
the
tenemos
stream
que
yet hit
marcar
the
aquí
like
y
button,
apagar esto cada
please?
vez porque
We
esto
only have
sería realmente bueno.
34. Okay, now we have 35.
Pero
Who was
veamos.
that? Who's gonna be 36? Who's gonna be 36? 36. Can we have 36? Okay, Monica gave us a like. Okay, who was 36? Thank you, Monica. Subscribe if you had fun. I'll live stream tomorrow too, and I have like a bunch of flat fashion and lifestyle vlogs and YouTube shorts and stuff. E9 was the next like. Okay. Someone unliked. Who unliked? Somebody unliked. Like it back. We're at 36 again instead of 37. All business. Thank you for liking. Hit the like button, you loves. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Guest, hit the like button. Hit the like button. We only need 4 more. What? You're driving while you're on the live stream? That is crazy.
She's a tech specialist. His world is insurance.
Ugh.
All working together to solve complex challenges for their client's wealth. Access a
We're at
wealth
37.
for your growing
Three more.
wealth on your level.
Hi, Joshua. Did you hit the like button? Riri, did you hit the like button? Gingerelle, did you hit the like button? Smash the like button, you guys. We just need 3 more likes. And 3 of you came to the chat. 3 more. Do I know Stray Kids? Yeah, I do. All right, one more person needs to like. Okay, we got to 42. Y'all are the best. Y'all did it. Thanks. Keep going. We can get to 50 now. Hope is alive, you guys. Hope is alive. All right, Quinn. Good night. All right, besties. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to join the next one. If you want to see more of what I create here on YouTube, make sure you go to my YouTube channel and you can watch my vlogs. Drop a comment on whatever you watch and I will reply. I love to see comments and likes and shares and stuff. And yeah, it's been real, you guys. What does it mean to truly be free?